Ken Riley was there.
Handoff, Elliott bounces outside, Elliott into the end zone for a touchdown. The true freshman from St. Louis, Missouri, Ezekiel Elliott, his first career touchdown for the Buckeyes. Handoff, now getting outside. Here's Elliott. Elliott into the end zone. No flags. Elliott's second touchdown of the game, a 13-yard run.
I love it. First and goal to 10. Miller with a pump fake. Slings it to the outside. Elliott, nice cut. Elliott to the goal line. And Elliott is in for the touchdown.
Well, he can just do it all. You know, that's the thing about it is.
Good job by the Ohio State Buckeye offensive staff.
9 to go. Up the middle, touchdown Buckeyes. Ezekiel Elliott, untouched.
We already mentioned they've had trouble scoring points when they've had it down here.
On the option, the pitch goes to Elliott. Elliott broke a tackle. Elliott gone. Touchdown.
Elliott to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And Rutgers again not set on what winds up being a touchdown for Ohio State.
First and goal right at the 10-yard line. Two tight ends. And Elliott trying to get to the edge. Did he get there? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 10-yard touchdown run.
Going for the pylon. Yeah, definitely. Excellent block by the tight end, Nick Bennett. That enabled Elliott to bounce the ball outside. It was designed to go inside.
Elliott. And Ohio State stretches the lead and a shrug, Bosa style, from the running back. 2nd and 6. Elliott cuts it back. Zeke Elliott zipping to the end zone. Now that could do it for Ohio State.
Young Xander Diamont at the helm. Up the middle, big hole for Ezekiel Elliott, and Elliott into the clear. Elliott is going to take it all the way for the touchdown. Untouched, 65 yards.
Didn't look like a good call. The pass was way off target. And now Barrett handing it off. Elliott powers in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Did his knee hit before the ball crossed the plane?
No, I think he's in there. It's pretty clear. Knee crossed that plane of the goal line before that knee went down.
Cardale Jones, the quarterback. Elliott has the first down and more, and Elliott's going to have a touchdown. On 4th and 1, Elliott takes it to the house. Great blocking up front. Ryan can't get the ankle tackle, and Ezekiel Elliott into the end zone. Urban Meyer's team up 2 scores late.
First down and 10 of the 19. Jones handing it off. Elliott again! Watch out! 40, 30, 20. They're playing that Buckeye swag song already. 81 yards.
It's the initial line blocking. Look at this. Bam! Look at that. Now that right there, Wisconsin might say is borderline hole, but look at the gap that Elliott gets into. Jacoby Bourne gets a good grasp of it. Looked like Derek Landish, number 30. And after that,
2nd and 2 at the 14. Tebow never threw it like this. Here's Zeke Elliott. Second touchdown of the day.
for Zeke Elliott.
On this drive, they've converted a 3rd and 10 and a 3rd and 9. They want to get a 3rd and goal right now. Marshall crosses the field. Elliott leads the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
They get a double team inside, and then Decker moves off to the second level. The new center, Elfline, gets a nice block. Right now, Ohio State using as much of the clock as they can. The clock restarted after the injured player, Landon Collins, was taken off. They can run about 20 seconds off the clock here.
Ezekiel Elliott, and he's got an opening. Elliott off to the races. Can they catch him? No, they can't. Touchdown. yards.
Evan Spencer, we've already said he's a thumper as a blocker at the wide receiver. Watch the block he gets on the freshman linebacker. Key block in the play. Ezekiel Elliott gets behind that block. Billy Price gets a block on the safety, Nick Perry, and then the speed of Ezekiel Elliott does the rest. Evan Spencer has thrown a touchdown, and he just threw the block that may have secured the Sugar Bowl for Ohio State.
The last two games for this young man, 40 carries, 450 yards, a career high of 230 right now. And he had a 54-yarder earlier in the game. This one takes the cake, 85 yards for the touchdown.
Elliott breaks free. Ezekiel Elliott gets a block and busts to the end zone. The final 33 yards of a 97-yard Ohio State touchdown drive. And the man who ripped up Bama off to a slow start here until that run, Kirk.
They had bottled him up for sure, Chris, until that run.
Overshadowed throughout the Big Ten season by Melvin Gordon and so many other good backs, but this guy has come on very strong in the last half of the season. He's got it again. Elliott! Touchdown, Ohio State on the final play of the quarter.
He follows now the right guard and the tight end. The same exact play, opens it up, and there's Zeke Elliott getting to that second level and showing the strength to get into the end zone.
That's the game plan.
That's the offense. That's what we're watching.
And first and goal, Elliott again, barrels in.
And it's Elliott behind that offensive line.
Elliott dots the I of this national championship win. OH, and they'll fill in the rest.
No doubt about it.
Wow. What a three-game run for this team, for this quarterback,
and for that running back. Interesting, three receivers there into the boundary.
It's the first running attempt for Elliott, who breaks free. Zeke Elliott, nothing but green grass in front of him. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lightning strikes from 80 yards out.
When you play this kind of defense, it's a high-risk, high-reward defense. You either get in the backfield and you get penetration, or you miss.
So now first and goal from a little bit closer. Ezekiel Elliott into the end zone for the touchdown.
He just gives you great effort. He's going to need some effort right here in his third down.
Quick snap to give up the middle to the end zone and the touchdown.
So when they need it, they go to bloody your nose. And they're still stacking up inside with numbers.
Jones the give to Elliott, and Ezekiel for his 3rd touchdown of the day.
Big body.
Elliott, one cut downhill into the end zone for a touchdown.
To me, 3rd and short is Ezekiel Elliott time as well.
Another big 3rd down. This game has been full of them. They run Wilson in motion, give it to Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott off to the races. Dutra is the only one that can catch him. And it's a touchdown. 55 yards. Did he get in as Dutra hustling?
Yes. Ball crosses inside the pylon. Excellent reach. Dutra did a nice job. He had to deke the blocker coming down the field. But
you know, that carry was 55 yards. Before that play, Ohio State had gained 43 yards on the ground.
And it goes back to that edge play where you take linemen on the side you're running. They block down, power block.
Will they run the play, or are they trying to draw Indiana off? They'll run it. And they've got the first down and more. Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott. 65 yards on 4th and an inch.
First team All Big Ten, gets a little pull. Nice job on the middle linebacker, Marcus Oliver. And here comes that track speed. Watch right here when he extends his leg, because Clyde Meaton, he had about had him. And then Ezekiel Elliott felt that, extended his stride. This guy is just a gifted, smooth athlete. Extended his stride. This is a huge drive for Ohio State. Start a conference play. Can you melt this clock and get out of here with a win?
Elliott, flag is down. Elliott breaks contain again. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd huge run of the day. Touchdown pending the flag. 75 yards. What is the call? Touchdown. Offside, Indiana.
Elliott's got it! Touchdown, Ohio State! But all that time, sitting and watching Cardale Jones, he's getting healthier. At least his body's feeling better, you'd imagine. Look at this! Elliott! Touchdown, Buckeyes! Elliott goes over 100 yards for the 11th consecutive game.
3 quarterbacks in 3 consecutive plays. He just hands it to Elliott, who's trying to get the corner. He takes the long way, makes a cut, and muscles for a touchdown. A short but adventurous touchdown drive for the Ohio State offense.
A little bit of everything as far as the quarterback position, but Zeke Elliott, boy, that is...
Clock running inside of 20 seconds in the first quarter. Elliott easily barrels in his 12th rushing touchdown.
How about Washington State controlling their destiny, the Pac-12 North?
Repeat that again. Elliott off and running with a quick burst. Headed for the end zone. 55 yards.
Does a really good job there of just opening that up along with Billy Price, the left guard. That opened up, and see that again. Zeke Elliott, you might contain him for the first half. He eventually in the offensive line, they start to figure things out up front, and he just gets more determined as a runner as the game goes on.
At the 15, first down, Buckeyes threatening here with just over a minute to play. Ezekiel Elliott cuts it outside. Zeke's got blockers, and he's in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Decker's going to pull around, get the first block, and then the receivers, Jalen Marshall, Michael Thomas, Curtis Samuel. He does, and he's in for a touchdown for Ohio State. First and goal. Ball right on the 10-yard line. Elliott. Touchdown. Elliott had 47 rush yards in the first half. He's up to 181 now.
So I think they go up the middle here with Zeke Elliott.
They do. Elliott dives, touchdown.
Right now, J.T. Barrett is in a nice groove as far as reading the Michigan defense, whether to give it to Elliott or keep it himself.
And they're going tempo, and it's Elliott easily walking in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Watch the right guard, Elflein, get a great block on the inside linebacker. Slips to the second level, block on Desmond Morgan. Over 300 yards rushing for Ohio State in the ball game right now. Similar to what Indiana did 2 weeks ago.
Elliott, touchdown. This time from 9 yards out.
Watch 65 get to the next level on the linebacker. The tackle blocks out. The guard leads through. And there's nothing but green grass in front of Ezekiel Elliott.
Another long scoring drive by the Buckeyes.
3rd down and 1. Elliott, touchdown. Impressive opening drive by last year's national champs.
Shot, it's almost too easy. I mean, when they have balance, and one of the things Ohio State struggled with was consistency throwing the football. They established the pass on the first drive. That allowed them to do this. Request to go tempo because of the surge. And here they go again, lined up quick.
And Elliott scores. Flag down at the line of scrimmage. The touchdown will stand. They were offside on the defense. With Tim Beck on the left, co-coordinators. And Elliott has his 3rd touchdown of the game. Playing more than he would have undoubtedly due to the injuries and playing as hard as he can in his final game. High snap. Elliott found a crease and may find the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
They're going to have 2 pullers. And watch Nick Van Nett come off, seal off the inside. Then when Ezekiel Elliott gets to the secondary, he's a strong sprinter and has the ability to finish runs from a long distance.